building a tutoring business is a lot like an old Chinese lady climbing a Scottish mountain.
Huh?
Okay, just hear me out, bear with me. There is some logic in this. I was climbing Ben Nevis with my son last weekend. It's in Scotland, biggest mountain in the UK. I'm just gonna tell you, I did it 14 years ago in 4 hours. This time around, I was way off the pace. I don't know what's happening there, but that's for another day. But sometimes when you're going up these mountains, by the way, it's more of a hike. Don't think like crampons and ropes. It's a big hike. Sometimes when you go up these mountains, you find you're kind of in step with some other people. And there was quite an old Chinese lady, and I think it was her son. They had one tiny backpack between them, and they would just go. And me and my son, we had these big backpacks, we had all our gear in there, and it was a really hot day. We were sweating, we were struggling, it was hard work. And we would bomb past these two people, and then we'd go for a water break, and they would just come trudging past us. And we'd get going again. Soon enough, we'd bomb past them again. And then when we had our next break, they would just trudge past. And I said to my son, when are they having their breaks? Anyway, at some point, we caught up with them after having our break. I was flagging by this point, and my son was being patient and waiting with me. And we just kind of got in step between this older Chinese lady, and she did not stop. I hung on to her for an hour. Not literally, although I was getting desperate by this point. I was really struggling. I just about stayed up with her for an hour. She did not talk. She didn't stop for rest. She didn't even have water. In the end, I had to break away because I was like, I need some water. I need some food, or this is going to be bad for my body. I need to replenish some of this stuff. She just kept going, kept marching, just one foot after the other. It was incredible. We nicknamed her the machine. Anyway, we got to the top. There she was, right on the top, taking a photograph, all happy. She had achieved her goal, just quietly. Got on with it. No fuss, no dramas. So why am I telling you about this Chinese lady on a Scottish mountain? Well, it's much like building a business. You get so many tutors that kind of do what I was doing on the mountain. Loads of activity. That's like us. We bombed it really fast past the old Chinese lady, but then we had to stop. We were worn out, we were fatigued, we needed a rest, and we kept doing that. Have you ever done this before with your marketing for your tutoring business? Be honest with me. Have you ever done this? So many people do. They make a few social media posts, they've got all the energy, they're excited, they do it, and it's cricket. No one cares, no one responds. So they kind of go flat and they stop. But guess what? People that win in business are like that Chinese lady. They know there's the goal. That summit is where I'm heading for. And they just go. And they know if they just put one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and keep going, keep going, keep going. No fuss, don't stop, don't take your eye off that goal. You keep going. You will get to the goal. You will get to that summit. You will get your students. It's really, really important that you understand it. If you've had that flurry of activity and stopped because you haven't got results, then you need to hear it. Because if you make a solid plan, if you commit to that plan, if you have faith in that plan, and then commit to following it every day, taking those actions every day, it doesn't have to be big stuff every day, it needs to be consistent. If you keep going like that, you will get to the top. You will get your student. And in this process, you will discover what works and what doesn't work. So then you can do more of the stuff that does work and less of the stuff that doesn't work. But you've got to commit to this consistent action to understand what's working and what's not, and to get the result. Don't be like me on the mountain, be like an old Chinese lady, and you will get students. Comment roadmap or click the link below and I'll send you our full tutor roadmap so you can understand exactly what you need in place to get students.